Hi everyone, I'm Carmel. Welcome to my home. Come on in. This is my sun-drenched home. I live here with my husband Ashwin and our two beautiful children. I'm an HR by profession and a home decor enthusiast by passion. This is our living space. We spend a lot of time here whenever we all are free at the same time. Especially around Christmas, we are all around the Christmas tree. It's all decked up. My kids have their hands too. There are bits and pieces from our travel across, our friends who have gifted us while they were out and about. So every time when we put things up, we know the pieces that have been with us over the years, the pieces that have been gifted to us, and there are memories attached with the decor elements. The design principle of our house is simplicity with elegance. There are modern elements mixed in with traditional South Indian elements. We are from Kerala basically, but we have been born and brought up, both me and my husband were born and brought up in Bhopal. And then work took us to Bombay, Gujarat, and now we are in Chennai. As you step into the house, the first place you see is our foyer. Again, we've kept it really simple and I feel it's elegant. How we've designed it is by using a large blue art piece. We love it. There are all shades of blue, indigo and light blue, etc., with hints of yellow and orange and black. And I've complemented it by placing in an ikat bench and a cushion, this is from Fab India, and a plant. And that's just the basic design that has gone into our foyer. Most of our furniture is about 10-12 years old. And the way I always buy a piece of furniture is by looking at how sustainable it is and how functional it is and how futuristic can it be. So when we bought this, there weren't much of the couches with a depth of the sorts and the low height kind of model with an armrest. But particularly love this because I don't have to take care of cleaning the armrest. I can just swipe it down. It's wood, so it's convenient. Second, it works as a sideboard, so you can place your coffee and mug there. And third, it opens up and it converts into an additional storage space. Let's move on to the center of our house. Just as any other Indian family, I think dining table is a space where the family gets together. And this is also the center of our house. So from anywhere you walk in, you can actually see the dining space. We love to host parties with our friends and family. And until very recently, this entire space was blank. It just had one granite slab. It was a builder-grade sink space, that's all. So I renovated this, styled and designed it again with the principle of simplicity with elegance. So I went in with white theme with gold elements. Again, like the kasaf sari of our Malayalis, right? So I've sort of got that theme, brought in the gold accents with black. There's a funny story. The contractor who was helping me in executing this had got a wallpaper which was golden and had self-work, and it was nice, it wasn't bad. And then I said, give me a day's time and I'll go and find something. And this is from Asian Paints, Nilaya design, very English in its feel and appeal. When I got this paper, the contractor and his team were like, really? This is the wallpaper you're going with? Seems like somebody has drawn pen strokes. And I said, just wait and see how things would come out. And when we got all of the things put together, and I had to actually speak to a lot of people on phone to get this particular sink space with the golden accent. When it was all coming in together, they said, yeah, we now understand what you were trying to say. And what I did is actually took this wallpaper all the way inside to the crockery unit that we designed and developed. And that brings in the cohesiveness in the design. The wallpaper that you see running through also brings in the design element of the white, gold, black together. So the furniture that we have is mostly from Gujarat. It's all quite straight, simple, But this particular element is a Rajasthani side table, very traditional in its design. But I love how it blends in beautifully with our otherwise simple, modern organic furniture. For example, this another piece, which is a console table. The way we've styled it is by adding some plants. We are huge into plants. My husband and I, we love to go to the nursery shops, and I think that's our Disneyland. That's the space where we are very, very happy. And you would see plants almost everywhere in my house. And we've added some brass, traditional South Indian elements. This particular piece is my mother's. It goes back 35, 40 years. As a child, I'd seen these pieces in her divan. I would always say, whenever I grow up, I'm going to take it with me. And I did that. I actually got these with me. So this is very special because this belongs to my mother. Something that's most loved in our house is the fact that whenever we have a dinner party, our kids are dancing around there with the music systems on, while some of us enjoy the food on the dining table. And the gentlemen typically stay outside and enjoy their drinks. I think that's a major advantage of having an open concept house, is that we are all together, yet we have our own private spaces to enjoy. Most of our walls are bare white, and the way we've brought in color into our home is through artwork, photos, our family portraits, through the upholsteries and fabrics. And by doing so, it helps me in actually changing the entire house style overnight. If I want to, I can actually make it look very different just in a matter of a night. Now we enter our first floor. And this is the first room you enter. This is, although a small room, a very important room to us. This is our prayer room. This is also our library, my husband's office. And behind me you would see the Chendamela, it's a South Indian drumming that happens in most of our Puram and festivals. Those are the art pieces that adorn this room. We now move into my kids' room. They are still spending a lot of time with me though, but I didn't go for a bunk bed. Instead, I chose to go with a trundle bed. This is a solid teak wood. Most of the furniture is solid wood. That helps it give a longer life, very easy to maintain. This bed actually doubles up and opens up into it's a full double bed. Like if I open it up, two kids can easily sleep in and enjoy. Now we move on to a family living space. This is where when we grab a book from a library, we sit and read. My son loves to read Tintin. He has the entire collection. Some of it is kept here. This is where we have our family portraits, something that continues from the staircase up above. And we now here enter our master bedroom. We have our full-length wardrobe with mirror, so it helps in saving space and utilizing the wardrobe in a more efficient manner. We also have a wardrobe section here. We, as of now, just have mirror, and we've kept it plain and simple. Again, the way we have styled it is by adorning artwork, flowers, and as always, my theme is simple, white, plain, basic, straight lines. I like that. Something that I like about this house is all of the rooms open up to some of the other open area. So this is our balcony, and this one was actually, my husband had assembled it together, a star lighting. We have ixoras, bougainvilleas, palm. Yeah, it's a small little space where whenever we're sitting here working, eating, we come by and just get some fresh air. Growing up in Bhopal, we always used to have a small veranda in our house. So when we bought this house, this area looked nothing like how it is looking now. It was like a small space of garden, and it had a big pavement, stone pavement here. But because we don't get enough direct sunlight, the garden space wasn't working very well. And so we decided to turn it into a tile floored courtyard. And now this is a spot which I'm so happy about, because my kids play around here. They get their vitamin D. The sun is not too harsh, so we also get to enjoy this space during the daytime. This is our bedroom downstairs. We use it as our guest bedroom. And this is my son's study space. I use it for my office work too. The highlight of this room is this garden view. We love it because our property is close to a lake. So we often get the most beautiful visitors in the form of kingfishers. We get to see sunbirds. One night we got to see a white barn owl perched on top of the boundary wall. And it's just a very beautiful feeling. It's a blessing. The days when we have these birds come visiting us, my children tiptoe around the house and they come running to me to, they tell me to grab the camera. And the whole chaos in the house becomes a highlight of the entire week. Some days I get to capture them, most days not. But it is still a beautiful feeling. I think that's the most special thing. So although I said that it's a guest bedroom, we often end up spending a lot of time here. This is our kitchen. We've gone with a white and grey theme. I've added in a little Christmas decor with a kitchen towel and some cherries. Here you would see a painting that's done by me. And there's a funny story to this, and you have to tell me how it looks like to you. To me, it looked like a horse is resting his head on another horse's back. But my husband and my brother say it looks more like a donkey is drinking water from a lake. So maybe you can comment and let me know if I've done a good job with that. Until recently, this was a plain, simple white door. But the fact that we have a beautiful garden that overlooks our kitchen, we had to make some change, and I always wanted to do it. It all worked out and aligned beautifully this year. And we could just cut this, add a glass panel, turn it into a French door. And now, during the day or the evening, when we have our tea or when we are cooking, it's always a beautiful, beautiful sight. It is well lit, and the view that you get to see with the lotus and the ixora and the ducks, it just makes our day. So here we have designed, or we have done the landscaping in a way that we have the edge plants, which are ixora. They're also called as idli poo in South. And we have this small little pond which is created for lotus. We also used to have the water lilies. And just on the right time, there's a bud that is blooming. I think it'll take about another 10 days odd for it to fully bloom. But another beautiful sight from our kitchen are these ducks which deck up this lotus. We have this garden lawn here. There's a bougainvillea, some hedge plants. We have tulsi, we have pudina. And this is our temple tree. Now this time around in South India is the fall time, so most of these are now shedding. But otherwise during summers, the entire garden is carpeted with white, beautiful white temple tree flowers, and they'll be all around here. Sitting under this tree is a spot me and my husband enjoy quite a lot. Thank you for visiting us and watching this video. For more such content, don't forget to subscribe to LBV's Homely newsletter.